Hey crypto traders, checking in on the sector. We have some names like Ethereum leading the way, confirming daily trend changes for the bulls. Now Bitcoin has to do it as well. We're either going to break resistance in the short term or we are going to reject and form an equilibrium. There's some stocks that are potentially giving us some clues as we head into tomorrow. Let's check it out. All right, so Bitcoin has your classic equilibrium shaping up. We've got our drop, our bounce, our higher low, and now the question is, in the short term, we will either break resistance and confirm a daily trend change or reject from 35.5 thousand and then look for a daily higher low compared to 30.1 to continue tightening up on the daily time frame. Over the weekend, again, they get you to where you absolutely give up. The bears have complete control, the bounce, we're giving it all back, and right there is where you find the daily higher low. So at this point, the 12-hour, still watching this falling support line because that is what we bounced off of for this daily higher low. And you can see right off that level. And as far as resistance, I was watching two things. I was watching this sharp resistance line drop, and that was actually probably all I was watching. So we are over that level right now, but we know we won't get any follow through unless the price level of 35.5 thousand breaks. And again, we can easily continue tightening up right now. So we have short-term time frames to help us gauge what is most likely. So simple statement, if this 4-hour higher low of 33.8 thousand breaks, that's a convincing rejection from this daily resistance. If this level holds, we can view that as a potential bull flag. And just to condense it down, the 8-hour time frame shows this bull flag setting up, back testing, holding EMA. And it is cup and handle psychology. You know, a cup and handle pattern is best in an uptrend, showing continuation. But it's a clear resistance line, clear cup of consolidation, a failure to break resistance, and now a potential bull flag. So if it's a bull flag, we confirm and change the daily trend. If it is not a bull flag, we lose that current low and we look for things to tighten up for another couple of days. So some clues that bulls are looking towards to potentially favor a bull break. MSTR today, big time bull day. And again, you have to keep in mind that the bulls are catching up a little bit because Bitcoin, they're trading with what Bitcoin was doing on Friday. And Friday was the 25th. So on the 25th, we closed Friday. Let's just see exactly where we were at 4 p.m. Eastern on the 25th. So we were down here at about 32.3 thousand. So we are 6% above that level. So keep that in mind with the stocks that we're looking at. So they're reflecting the fact that we're higher than where we closed on Friday. But MSTR, big bull day, big bull volume. Then you got the miners, MARA, solid bull day over the high of last week. Riot, over the high of last week. Coin, they had some news today to help. But Coin is currently undergoing the biggest momentum shift since its IPO. We changed the daily trend and we broke weekly lower high resistance. So Coin hit the highest price in a month today. So the crypto stocks are giving some potential clues for the bulls. They're strong is the bottom line in the short term. So with all that information, I have my long-term no-touch positions. I have my monthly higher low attempt positions from this bounce. Remember, I exited partial fairly quickly into the bounce, put my stop under the lows. I will either stop out break even or I will nail the monthly higher lows in Bitcoin. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not touching those positions. You know, if we get up into the mid to upper 40,000s, I'll consider locking in profit. But unless I stop out, I'm not selling those positions. So I have those two. And now I have shorter term positions and shorter term mindset where I can be looking to just take day trades. Or in this instance today, I am deciding to go a little bit aggressive. And I added Bitcoin right here. Well, not right here, a little bit earlier. On the way up, my average is 34.7s, upper 34.7s. And the thesis is if this low holds, and that's where my stop is, if this holds, we will break daily resistance into tomorrow. If this level breaks, I will stop out and I'll give back some profit that my swing positions are currently in. So by going extra aggressive, it is just me establishing a larger position size for the potential that we do get this bull break from here. And we're going to be watching the potential of an hourly tightening range, which is looking like it's shaping up here. So high, low of this consolidation, lower high, and we're scouting an hourly high or low. So that's my game plan. And my target on my shorter term position, if we break 35.5 thousand, I'll start to lighten up some of that position over 36. Because if we get a daily trend change on Bitcoin, all we do is zoom out and we look at 41.3 thousand. Anything under that is a weekly lower high. And then we look to EMA resistance, which is right there as well, right around 40,000. So watching very closely as to how the next 4 to 6 hours shapes up. We're either going to break bull and test 35.5 or lose that 4-hour support and continue in equilibrium. Another reason that I went bullish aggressively is because ETH already broke, which we'll look at here. BTCD, so why did I choose Bitcoin? The thesis, again, is the potential that we will see the dominance chart here, which is weak all day today, see a bounce. You know, if Bitcoin breaks 35.5 thousand, I would expect this to at least see a short-term, even if it's just an hourly oversold bounce, where Bitcoin gets attention for its 35.5 daily resistance break. But as of right now, this is a good sign for the bulls overall, in my opinion, as we are breaking daily support of 46.72. We're actually right there. We're testing it right now. But that would be a failed daily bull flag into a support break, and that would have us tighten up this weekly range. And why does this matter? It's our low, high of the bounce, higher low, and rejecting from resistance, and the potential that we could trade within this tightening dominance range for another month plus. So why does this matter? In my opinion, the crypto bulls, to see a monthly higher low form, they want to see altcoins lead the way. That's just been the environment that we have been in for the last many months, where the bull moves have been marked by altcoins leading the way up. So bulls are pleased that ETH is leading the way up right now, already confirming its daily trend change. Higher low and higher high. Another reason that I chose Bitcoin on my more aggressive position today is because my swing positions now have a larger weighting as far as US dollar value in my ETH position because they're going up, or because it's going up faster. So daily trend change confirmed on ETH USD, which means zoom out, and really anything under 43, anything under the all-time high is a lower high, because it's been a lower high every single week for the last 7 weeks, and we haven't broken that pattern yet. But if we do get enough follow through to break the pattern of a lower high every single week, I will consider anything under that to be just a lower high. Yes, we do have clear resistance at 29, the top of the initial bounce. And that's really the most important level, 29.14. And a bear break with zero follow through on the weekly at this point. So follow through needed. And we know ETH USD bulls are not going to see follow through unless Bitcoin can get over its daily resistance as well. ETH BTC right off weekly support. So it was a battle down there. We were grinding, and it was just another perpetual slow fade. And here's our very significant shift in momentum as we bounce off of weekly support to try and form an equilibrium. High, low, lower high, double bottom. So we need a 4-hour trend change. We've seen these kind of moves with a lack of follow through. The difference this time is it's more volume and it's a bigger move. But we do need a 4-hour trend change. And then we'll need a daily trend change if we're going to call this a convincing weekly high or low. And then we'll scout a weekly lower high to be the result of this bounce as the most likely scenario. The next coins that we're going to look at, I'm breaking up coins in 2 ways. Really, the main way that I'm breaking up these coins are coins that are still holding US dollar support from mid-May and that are still holding BTC pairing support, trying for a weekly higher low. So Binance, weekly time frame, holding the low of mid-May, trying to set a weekly higher low there, and trying to set a weekly higher low on the BTC pairing. In my opinion, coins that have this setup are the stronger altcoins of the group. You have other coins like XRP and Doge. Doge is having a great bounce, which we'll look at, but it did break its weekly support. So it's not the same kind of setup. But Binance, daily trend change attempt. Higher low is set at 264.26. the bulls must break 316.49 to confirm the daily trend change bullish and to set our weekly higher low. And then we're looking at the high of the bounce, 433. And the BTC pairing is the same thing. Daily trend change attempt, trying to set the higher low, have to see the bull break of 92.08. So again, we've been over this many times on the way up in the bull market. Spotlight. When BTC and US dollar pairings are doing the same thing. So all of these names, they need their BTC and US dollar pairings to both break daily resistances and set daily trend changes. And we can see ETH BTC, its move, it didn't really set up a daily trend change, it's just making a significant move off the low. So all about daily trend changes on both pairings for all of these names. So Theta USDT, daily higher low is set, bulls must break 753 to confirm the daily trend change and confirm the weekly higher low is shaping up. And the BTC pairing is the same thing. Daily higher low trying to form, have to break the high of the bounce to confirm the daily trend change for the weekly higher low. And this is all, everything I'm talking about right now is with a bullish mindset. And we'll talk about bearish mindset after. Sol USDT, daily trend change confirmed. So it's with ETH USD as far as leaders on this move up. 33 broke. Next resistance, 35.50. Has the US or has the BTC pairing changed the trend? It was a quick little bull flag into a break. And again, the weekly, high, low, lower high, higher low forming. So tightening equilibriums on US dollar and BTC pairings. And Dogecoin, very significant bounce. We haven't topped out on the daily yet. Every bounce is a higher low, every day I should say. We would have to lose that pattern to then be watching for a daily trend change to try and set up. So an aggressive bear is going to be looking for a loss of the higher low everyday pattern to short Doge for that daily consolidation to take place. The BTC pairing has already started daily consolidation. There's a ton of space for a daily higher low to form. But again, we will have to confirm the trend change for bounce follow through. So as far as what bears are looking for from here, well, a bear obviously wants to see Bitcoin fail to break daily resistance and break that 4-hour support that I was just talking about at 33.8 thousand. If that happens, we are then keeping the narrative alive of bears are still in complete control. There are some coins where that's not the case, like Ethereum, but there are many coins where that is still the case, with daily lower highs continuing to form. So if you are looking bearish, an example, just Dogecoin, you want to see Doge lose the pattern of a higher low every day. You want to see Bitcoin fail its daily resistance and pull back into an equilibrium and tightening range. And if Bitcoin does break this support of 33.8 thousand, we then look for the 12-hour higher low compared to 30.1 thousand. And it'll just be a tightening range on this 12-hour time frame. So that's what bears are watching for at this point. And again, you can look at coins. A bear's best friend is going to be a coin that broke the low of mid-May and whose BTC pairings have broken that low as well. So let's just look at NEO USDT. Weekly time frame, broke the low of mid-May by a lot. NEO BTC, broke the low of mid-May by a lot. We're real beat up. So it might be a little too beat up to be looking for an entry here. But my point is, these are the coins that bears like. Clear downtrends, clear bear follow through, as opposed to the coins that are holding those lows of May. So that is how we can very clearly distinguish these different names based on their weekly setups relative to levels that we hit back in May. At this point in the short term, again, I obviously have a little bit of a bullish lean, anticipating where even if we fail to confirm a break of the daily resistance today, bulls have a lot of space for a daily higher low to form compared to 30.1 thousand. So that is the direction that I'm looking. And then once the weekly bounce gets going, then I would be more comfortable if I were going to be looking bear into a weekly lower high. But aggressive bears do have levels to play off of in the short term. So that is where we stand overall. And tonight is going to get interesting with Bitcoin. Hourly equilibrium in the short term for now. And if that level breaks, it's probably going to be a tightening up, boring couple days until the end of this week. because we would anticipate a pullback for a day or two, try and hold support, little bounce, and that can play out 2 or 3 days. Keep an eye on the volume, and we'll see how it goes. Have your game plans established for both scenarios. Don't forget to do good things. Appreciate you watching. Have a good rest of your Monday.